even within the pandemic, we're seeing that 7% reduction in the overall costings and per remote intervention, for example. And as you said, these were incredibly challenging business environments to operate in. And to me, it almost feels like these companies have shown a proof of concept almost in the most challenging times, but also have laid down a foundation which I can only see them building upon it. And I see much more dramatic, consistent improvements in reductions of costs, improvements in productivity, all the metrics that you've outlined there. I'd love to get your kind of your feel for what comes next, essentially, in this area of remote resolution.
Yeah, so I think remote resolution is still something that many companies do when they do not have all the elements yet of, let's say, the predictive service models. So it is, more like the companies that offer these full service contracts, and they improve that ability to fix remotely. Now, I think that those companies that don't master that capability yet, they're going to have a very difficult time. What is next for most companies is to take the next step and to develop those predictive service models. And when I say predictive, I mean more like the maintenance philosophy first. So to going from preventive maintenance to predictive maintenance models delivers significant cost savings for end customers. And if you do it well as a service provider, you can take some of that cost saving and pocket that yourself, let's say. Customers would allow you to. But after that, once you sit on all that data and develop that customer business knowledge, around process optimization propositions or equipment as a service or anything as a service or managed services, or even something that we call service value chain integration, where you're going to operate in digital ecosystems, exchanging data with lots of players in that ecosystem with the objective to optimize the end result, the value for that end customer in that value chain. Those type of solutions, they're going to accelerate a lot. We see that from the financial community, there's a lot of interest because now they deem it as an acceptable risk to take on, the asset finance deals that you need to do this. So companies don't have to do this equipment as a service on their own balance sheet. They're very specialized companies there that can help. And I think that that's a trend that's really going to accelerate. And if I see all the things we're working on right now, I would expect that we're going to see some very innovative, some very interesting new business models towards the end of this year. And then, it's going to sort of pop up as popcorn almost. You see lots of different, new business models, very exciting stuff. But my advice to companies is make sure that you're part of that evolution, that you don't miss out, that you start on time, even though these are difficult times maybe to just recover from sometimes financial damage that you have seen. But if you don't take this opportunity, it's going to be even harder afterwards.
Well, to use the old adage, and I always horribly butcher this, but necessity is the mother of innovation. I can never remember if it's ingenuity or innovation, but it's the same point. You get what I'm saying, and I think that's what we've seen across the last 12 months or so is people have had to accelerate plans that they were already on or rethink things. But that's a catalyst, I think, for a hugely exciting era in terms of what service design looks like. Obviously, one way that organisations can make sure they don't miss the boat is to be working with yourselves. Talk us through a little bit of how they can, those watching this that want to be part of these benchmarking programs moving forward, or want to work with you or access those rich frameworks that you have, etc. How do people connect with yourselves?
Yeah, so first of all, if they're interested in benchmarking their own performance in terms of remote service delivery, they can still, let's say, go to our benchmark system. So if you go to noventum.eu/service benchmark, they will be able to see the different benchmark, let's say, public benchmark projects that we are doing right now. For those companies that want to have individual benchmarks done, for example, to build a business case, to support investments, to create new strategies, they can contact us, and we can help them there. We have something that we call the Service Transformation Center, which is a digital platform whereby all these best practices that we're talking about, they can be found on that platform for those companies that want to do things themselves but want to do it much faster, implementing state-of-the-art solutions. We have them for all the major platforms, and we work with all the, let's say, different providers of these platforms, so that you can, save years of time, which I think is relevant. And then, we have an enormous portfolio of online learning as well, where companies can get educated, if I may say it like that, or can have role-based training when they want to do these rollouts.